Hi, I'm Christie, and I reviewed Song of the Lord by Thomas Emerson. This book was about Krishna and his philosophical pep talk to one of the cousins that were fighting it out to become king. These are scriptures that the Eastern religion holds very sacred, and I found this book to be very enlightening. The Krishna teachings kind of parallel Jesus in the same way that Krishna was God incarnate, Jesus was incarnate to the Western cultures. So I found it very enlightening, and it was interesting to find out how the Western culture's religions are different and also similar to the Eastern culture. You don't have to be, studying for your master's to get a lot out of this. It was easy to read, and Thomas Emerson made it so that you could just follow along. There wasn't any, he took out all the difficult words, the different Indian words that maybe, an American might trip over, and it was very easy reading. And I found out a lot of things I didn't know. For instance, I've taken a lot of yoga classes, and you know how you say, Om? Well, I never knew what that meant. The teacher just says Om. Well, it actually means, the high being. It's a reference to God, and it's supposed to make you realize that you are paying reverence to the highest spiritual being. Never knew that. There's so many interesting facts in this book that makes you feel like you've learned a lot, but it wasn't heavy. You didn't feel like, oh my gosh, I got to get through this thing. It was actually a fun read, and it was a quick read because you kept going. And as Krishna is speaking to one of the cousins who's on the battlefield and giving him the pep talk to keep going and to fight the good fight, you kind of forget he's talking to the cousin, and you kind of feel like he's talking to you. So when you get done, you feel good. You're like, oh, yes, yes. There's a lot of good values in the book. For instance, to be selfless, to dedicate yourself to other people. And, there are values that you may already know, but it just reinforces those, and it makes you smile and makes you feel good. And when you get done reading it, you think, yeah, yay mankind. And no matter what your religion is, I think you could get something out of it just as a human being. So I'm looking forward to reading more Thomas Emerson books because I think they're very easy to read and very entertaining and educational. So thank you very much. This was Christie.